Hello everyone. Hi. Uh, Hi everyone. Bringing to you another Insta Live session in a series of our sessions in which we interact with our past patients. And these patients share with you their experience of surgery, how did they decide to go for a surgery, how did they plan their procedures, if they are from outside India, outside Delhi, how did they plan their trip, and what has been their recovery and what has been their results. So today we will have Mr. Amusan, who will be sharing his experience, and he has just joined in. I'm just accepting his invite. Hello everyone. Amusan, if you can send me your request again, I'm taking you in. Mr. Amusan is from Nigeria, and he traveled all the way for his body contouring procedures from us. Hello. Yes. Hi, Mr. Amusan. How are you?
I'm doing great, and you? Good afternoon.
I'm good. I'm good. So, to let me introduce you to our audience today. So, Mr. Amusan is from Nigeria. He traveled all the way. He came in 2019. Am I right? First.
Exactly, October 2019.
Yeah. So you came. He came to us in 2019 for his body contouring procedures. At that time, he looked very different,
Very
very
big.
different. And then he went back. We put him into a positive body shape, and he
Yeah.
did his lot of fitness and exercise. And then he came back again a couple of months back, and we did some high definition contouring procedures. So, welcome, Mamusan. How have you been? First of all, how is the condition of in your country regarding COVID? India has suddenly gone berserk. The cases have increased a lot.
Yeah, so in Nigeria, currently the cases are not a lot. There's currently
Mm-hmm.
vaccination going on. So we don't really have so many eye cases like that. So yeah, it's a little better. Um,
Hmm.
then there's no lockdown currently. I heard there's lockdown in India currently. You have lockdown?
Yeah, we have a weekend lockdown. We don't know whether we have lockdown from tomorrow onwards or not. But yes, cases have increased.
Okay.
So I request all my audience to stay safe, take proper precautions. The social distancing, the masks, and everything needs to be done. So, Muslim, if you can just tell our audience about how you were and when did you come to know about us, and how has been your journey.
Okay, so I'm a software developer from Nigeria, and so my first journey was in 2019. I joined a particular startup that was like January 2019, and it was like very intense. It was a lot of work, and the only restaurant close by my workplace then served very fatty food, full of carbs and all of that. So that was what I
Hmm.
was eating morning and night, for 8 months. So I got very big, very sedentary kind of work. Software development, you just stay in one spot all day and you develop. So it actually got me really big, and you know um, by the time I was like 115 kg, started affecting my health. My breathing was already like getting affected and all of that. So I decided that I would have to change my lifestyle and change the way I am generally. So I tried fitness, which was extremely
Yeah,
difficult because I was really big. So all that
yeah.
body size, all that weight, to actually do
Hmm.
cardio, to do weightlifting was extremely difficult for me. So I
Yeah.
decided that I'll have to kickstart that process, by using
Hmm.
liposuction.
Hmm.
You know. So
So
I actually
you were fatty, and you had some resistant fats.
yes,
So what all areas of liposuction we did for you in 2019?
yes, it was my abdomen, my thighs, my arms, my
Hmm.
buttocks, and my back. Exactly.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. Your chest too, isn't it? We also did your chest.
Exactly. So I had gynecomastia. I had a
Yeah.
lot of tissue in my chest that was removed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how are your results? What did this procedure in 2019 do to you? How did it change your outlook towards your body? And did it? I believe it encouraged a lot of you, a lot of our patients to go into fitness and exercise as well.
Yes, exactly. So when I finished the procedure, I was a lot lighter. You know, there was a lot of like resistant fat that I was carrying before that time. You know, in all of my abdomen, my back, and all of that. So you know, after the procedure, you know, I became a lot lighter. I could, you know, do cardio. I could, you know, use the treadmill. I could, you know, do weightlifting and use a lot of body fat and all of that. So that actually helped, you know, my fitness journey. And you know, about so almost 2 years now. I'm a lot healthier, I'm a lot better, and it's been very positive actually.
Yeah, this is an important point because a lot of people think that liposuction is alternative for fitness. It is not. Liposuction actually helps you go into a positive frame of mind, a positive body image, which you can then easily maintain with fitness and exercise. So
I agree.
If you are doing exercise and you're not losing weight, you are getting fed up, then liposuction can help you putting into from a negative vicious cycle to a positive vicious cycle, make you feel good about your own body.
Exactly. That's exactly.
So Eoamusan, how did you decide to come all the way from Nigeria to India and to meet us?
So yeah, exactly. So my search for doctors actually started from Nigeria. I had actually met a number of doctors here in Nigeria. But one thing that was constant was the rate was very high. You know, I'd seen their previous pictures. I was not exactly satisfied. I'm a very finicky person, and details mean a lot to me. You know, the way results look like actually means a lot to me. You know, so I'd seen their results. I was not exactly very satisfied. You know, they didn't convince me in the consultations and all of that. So you know, I went online and searched for, you know, the best plastic surgeons around the world. There were some I saw in Dominican Republic. There were some I saw in India, and I used Real Self. So I decided to use Real Self to just do my search, and then I searched for plastic surgeons in India using Real Self. Then I sorted by, you know, those that had the highest ranks, and of course I saw, you know, Dr. Rajat. And so the way I actually do my search for doctors is I look at the lowest reviews. So those that have the lowest reviews, what did they say about this doctor? And what I found out is that even those that had the lowest reviews didn't have anything so terrible to say about Dr. Rajat. They just had, okay, maybe they wanted something so drastic, and it wasn't as drastic as they wanted. Maybe that was why they were a bit, you know, displeased. So that's actually how I found, you know, like people had so many glowing reviews about Dr. Rajat. It was all positive, and you know, even the consultation was excellent. You know, from meeting Rina and all of that, and then the rates were very reasonable for me. Even here in Nigeria, the rates I was seeing was like ridiculous, was really expensive and all of that. So even with the flights and accommodation and everything, it still made sense, you know, financially for me to have my surgery in India.
Okay. So you have lived abroad, you have traveled abroad. How has been your experience in hospital in India? About the healthcare, about the overall hospital infrastructure, and what's your thought about that in India?
Okay, so both hospitals that I've used for my procedures have actually been excellent. The first one was Fortis, and then the second one is Rosewalk. Both hospitals were phenomenal. Fortis, the doctors were excellent.
Last time we did you in Rosewalk.
Yeah, exactly. Rosewalk, doctors were excellent. You know, there was, you know, top notch, like it was very, very clean. You know, the anesthesia was administered perfectly well. There was no adverse effects, you know, and all of that. Of course, waking up from surgery can be a bit difficult, but then, you know, you have excellent medical care to manage all of this. So I would say that by my own experience personally, the experience in India is excellent. There's really not much better you can get elsewhere. There's really not much better you can get.
I also believe that healthcare infrastructure in India is one of the top in the world. Now, Eoamusan, why did you come back again? Did you have some issues? Why did I leave something, or why did you come back again 2 months back?
Yeah, okay, so yes. Okay, so after a year, 6 months thereabouts after my first procedure, I felt so now I had, you know, gotten this, you know, really deflated gut and all of that, and then I felt, you know, there were just little pockets of fat that could have been removed to give me much better results. So I felt, you know, what's better doctor to have, you know, like to get finesse than Dr. Rajat, and also to have it back and all.
Basically, I tell my patients that liposuction are two types. One is a debulking procedure in which we remove a lot of fat, and the other is a sculpting procedure or a high definition liposculpturing, which we did for you this time. So you remove a lot of fat in debulking procedure, but there is only so much you can do at that time, as well as the sculpturing is concerned. So this time, Mr. Eoamusan came to us for high definition liposculpturing to give him six-pack ab looks, to give him a nicely sculpted arms and chest, and gives you a nice deltoid groove and biceps.
Exactly.
So
that's what
what has been your result now?
So it's been excellent. I wish I could share my screen so you can see. Let me see if you can see.
We have seen your picture, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is how you were. This is how you were, the earlier one.
Yeah. So this is how I was before, just about a month before my procedure. This is the day of my procedure.
Yeah.
And
wow.
I was really big with all the breast and all of that, you know. And then after my second procedure, this is what I look like. You know, this is just about last week. Yeah.
Wow. Amazing.
So it's been excellent.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's been excellent. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
This is nice.
Thank you. Yeah.
This is nice. So this is good.
Yeah.
So you look amazing. Any message to people who are contemplating cosmetic surgeries?
So I think it's the best thing you can do for yourself if you have like problem areas. So if you have problem areas that are in your body that you feel that can be much better with surgery, I would advise you to go for it. It's the best thing you can actually do for yourself. You feel better. There's body positivity. It actually pushes you to actually work out more. You take fitness more seriously once you have a body that you feel at home in, which is actually what Dr. Rajat gave to me. Give me a body that actually feels very at home in. That's actually very important.
Yeah. So tell me something. How has been your recovery? A lot of people are worried about the recovery. What has been your recovery like?
Okay, so my first procedure was a little more difficult because it was, large amounts of fat. So for about a week, there was, discomfort. It wasn't a lot of pain. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say the pain was about 3 to 4, But, waking up from anesthesia was a lot easier, though there was slight headache for about a couple of weeks. But then the second one was fast. Like within 2 days, I was back on my feet for the second one. I would say that maybe the fitness had helped because I was working out a lot more. So fitness had helped me, be a lot stronger. Because the second one, by the second day, I was already walking around and I was, hale and healthy.
I always tell my patients to keep moving around from the same day and start exercise as fast as possible. It does help in faster recovery as well.
Yes, definitely does. Definitely.
So, thank you, Lakshmi, for your nice compliment. Any message to us or our team? Also, there were some questions. You traveled all the way from Nigeria during these times, COVID times. How safe you felt in our hospital? Our hospital is a COVID-free hospital. You know how we maintain a COVID-free status. How safe you felt during your hospitalization and the experience?
Okay, so at every point of contact with the hospital, I got tested for COVID. So if they could do that to me, I was very sure that other people had gotten tested before they got access to the facility. So and then there was also very sanitized surfaces, very clean surfaces, and also the hospital staff were constantly cleaning, and so you're sure that it's a very sterile environment. So it's actually quite safe based on my own experiences. In fact, the elevators, you don't you don't use your hands, you have to use sticks and all of that. So there's really, really high paranoia around keeping people safe in these COVID times. I always
say that paranoia is fine. You have to take paranoid precautions.
Definitely.
Someone just asked that, did you have any problem in your recovery period, especially when you were from abroad? Were you taken care? How was your post-op care and all?
Yeah, so I actually made sure that so I stayed a number of days in the hospital. Normally, it's supposed to be 2 days, but the first time I paid an extra day to be able to stay in the hospital because I came alone. So, but by the third day, I was able to walk by myself. And once you can do that, you're safe, you're fine. You can actually go home by yourself.
Yeah.
By the second day, I was fine. I could go by myself. There was no difficult pain or anything like that. It was just slight discomfort, which with some little painkillers, you were just fine.
I remember one thing while interacting in both the times with you during your surgeries. that you wanted me to remove as much as fat as possible. And I always said, it's not about the amount of fat, it's about the shape.
Exactly. The shape is very important. Exactly. So
Isn't
that's
it?
actually what I really like about, my experience with you. You're able to, control my expectations. And that's actually very, very important because I really wanted a very, thin tie and all of that. But, with the way you're able to shape the tie, it's not so thin. Like it just looks right. If I
Yeah.
was to, do the procedure, I'll probably remove so much from my tie and all of that. But
Yeah.
like seeing the results is actually so much better than what I would have actually wanted for myself. So it's just best to leave it,
Yeah.
like to you to decide. And that's actually what
I,
I'm really grateful for.
I remember even after the second stage of surgery, you were very concerned. Where at certain
Yes,
areas, I put some fat, and you were like, "Doc, are you sure you did right?" But
yes,
I
exactly.
hope
I
now
really
you realize that everything sets well.
excellent, excellent. I mean, like my arms, I felt you removed a bit too much from my arms. I felt you didn't take a lot more from my thighs and all of that. But then the results are just phenomenal. It's much better than I could have ever thought. Much better.
And remember, I added some fat to your pectorals to give you that wow look on the chest. And you were very
Exactly.
concerned about that as well.
Yes. But now it's actually settled. It's all nice and just right, just right, perfect.
Someone just asked, how long did you stay in India before you traveled back home?
Okay, so I was in India from the 18th of February, and I traveled back on the 6th of
Yeah.
March. So that's about 18 days. 18 days. So I had my surgery on the 23rd of February.
Okay.
From the 23rd, and then I left on the 6th.
Yeah, I usually recommend patients to stay in India for 5 to 7 days after surgery, depending upon if they have a simpler procedure. If they have an extensive procedure, 7 to 10 days after surgery, so that you can have a couple of follow-up visits with me. That way, even you feel nice, you feel at peace of mind that your doctor has seen you. I feel much at ease that I've seen my patient, they're healing well, that their healing is
Yes,
going in the right direction, and then you go back.
yes.
That's why I always recommend. So, Amusan, anything else you want to say before we wind up this session?
Okay, so I'll say that you see the best experience in surgery in India, based on my own experiences, is with Dr. Rajat. It's a no-brainer. It's really a no-brainer. Really, the recovery process is well managed. You have multiple like feedback sessions. You can actually check your body and see how you're doing. There's no risk of infections or anything like that. So it's an experience worth having. The pricing is reasonable, and the team of doctors from the anesthetists to nurses is top notch. And I think everybody should experience that level of care at least once in their lifetime.
Thank you, Dr. Chaitra, for your lovely comment as well. We had this lovely session. People asked some questions. Basically, our idea is for people to connect to real people who have had surgeries from us. A lot of people ask me that why don't you connect with some celebs, and I think my patients are my celebs, and let's connect with them. Let people listen to their experience. It's much more engaging and real time. So thank you, Amusan, for doing this.
You're welcome.
We'll stay in touch and hopefully see you soon in better times when the COVID is over.
Yes, definitely. No problem. Thank you very much, Dr. Rajat. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. Okay, bye.
Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.